Oh, we're at it again. I know we are, aren't we?
We
We
are.
are.
We are.
And what do you have a hankering for tonight?
We are going for Vietnamese, and we are at Victoria Drive and 35th. And I'm not going to attempt to butcher the name of the restaurant. I'll let Rob do that,
Phonetically, and this is a guy who's done Duolingo for 2 years and
which means
knows
nothing.
absolutely crap about Vietnamese. I can order an iced coffee in Vietnamese. That's about it. It's Hoa, Hoa, Phuong, which is Phuong,
G.
Do.
Do. D-O.
That's right. And we've been here before, and it's what brought us back was the fact that it was one of the most authentic tasting and one of the most authentic menus of any Vietnamese place we've seen
So my
so far in
brothers
time.
had suggested we try here because they have things on the menu that you see in Vietnam that you often don't see in Vietnamese restaurants in Vancouver. So they have things like congee with blood in it, which is, sure, you'll find that in Vietnam, but you don't find it in Vancouver very much. They do intestine and various other innards and things. So the things that a lot of white folk are scared of, those are the places we go. And so that's where we're going.
Because we want to terrify ourselves. That's
No,
right. No, actually, we
we
just
like a
want to
lot of
have,
that
after
stuff.
being in Vietnam for so long, I just sometimes crave a really good, authentic, non-pho kind of dinner. So we're
Yeah,
going to go do that.
we sometimes like the stuff that's not on every menu.
You ready?
I am.
Let's go. It's a beautiful night out in Vancouver.
Early September. It's
And
gorgeous.
summer's still going on here, so it's really cool. This area, Victoria, is really
Of Victoria Drive. We're not in the city Victoria. Okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
Victoria Drive in Vancouver, East Van.
has become very much a Chinatown of sorts. It's quite impressive.
There's some great grocery stores here that we really like going to.
But right now we're going to get some Vietnamese food. We're coming up on it.
There we go.
There it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. What do you recommend?
Everything.
Everything.
You have a special beautiful side.
Yeah.
Snails. Ooh. They have cha da, which is iced tea, which is usually what we had to drink when we were in Vietnam. So we made some decisions. They have a special with snails, and we do like our snails. So we're gonna have this apple snails with lemongrass and chili pepper, which
Yum, yum,
sounds
yum.
pretty
That'll be
good.
just like Vietnam.
And we're gonna share duck noodle soup with bamboo shoot. That should keep us busy for a bit.
So we are going to split the duck noodle soup and the apple snails with lemongrass and chili pepper.
That sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you. For me, one of the things that breaks it down is
That's
when
chilies.
you come and get the
Pickled
real table-side
chilies.
condiments, and they have a homemade chili sauce that looks like it's just deadly. And this is what, pickled garlic and chili and
Yeah.
all kinds of good stuff.
We got lots of different.
So they have a rotating thing of specials here. We have Babylon snails with cream cheese, which is really unusual. Apple snails with lemongrass, chili pepper, steamed clams, bread with combo pan, and steamed rolled rice pancake. All kinds of really crab spring rolls. I'd love to try those, but maybe next time. I can't tell you how rare it is to find a place that actually serves snails. I don't know of any other place in Vancouver. Maybe we haven't looked hard enough.
Maybe we haven't looked hard enough.
We probably haven't looked
I'm
hard
sure there are
enough.
other places, Vietnamese places
Yes.
with snails.
Yeah.
We know French places have snails. Not that there are that many French places in Vancouver, but there are places that have
But
escargot.
this is a really neat place because you can get snails, you can get the pork offcuts and
Innards.
blood cake and some really interesting and very, very authentic food stuff. So
Right? Like last time I said, we came in and we got the congee with blood, and it was very tasty. We're not having it tonight because we just had congee elsewhere. So we're done with congee for a couple of days anyway. Nope, still not us.
every time I think you're coming,
No,
that looks
it's okay.
amazing, and it's not for us.
Not us. Yeah. Wow.
Just got a bonus drink. What? Now what's
It's
in there?
peach, and it's
Oh,
It's peach tea, and it's got
Oh,
some
that's
peaches
lovely.
in it. It's sweet.
I see some lemongrass in there.
Yeah.
There's a slice of orange and some peach.
That's pretty nice.
That's really nice.
I think that's their signature drink here. It's very tasty.
Guy just brought us a drink for free.
It's very nice.
Hope he's not expecting favors.
They're, the people here are absolutely lovely. Like, so sweet, genuinely sweet.
Which was our experience all through Vietnam. Just some of the friendliest, warmest people you could ever imagine.
Vietnam was amazing. We were treated so well and taken care of and embraced. It was an amazing experience. More than 2 months we spent there.
We have another video that we did in Da Nang on sidewalk snails. We did a fantastic evening out having snails on the sidewalk. So check that one out too, because we love snails. It's kind of unnatural how much we like snails.
While we're waiting for our food, we just wanted to remind you, please, 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 like, subscribe, comment. It helps us so much, and it doesn't cost you anything.
A bowl here for shells and some sharp skewers, and very soon Laurel will be demonstrating her winkling skills.
That's how you get
The verb
the
to
snails
winkle.
out.
Oh,
wonderful.
wow,
Oh,
look at
those look great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, enjoy so.
Come on.
Thank you. These are like escargots.
Yeah, these are the
snails.
apple snails
Thank you so much.
in chili and lemongrass, right?
Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. The shells are very hot.
Very hot. She's successfully winkled.
And dipped in sauce.
Does it meet your snail expectations?
A little chewy.
Yeah.
So they're quite different kinds of snails from the ones we had in Vietnam.
Yes, yeah.
These are more like escargot snails. They're bigger.
And now I know why they call them apple snails, because they're as big as an apple, but they're just gorgeous.
And that sauce is lovely.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can get some bread. So I'm just having a little taste of this sauce. Comes with this, and it's sweet with lemongrass and everything. That takes me right back to Vietnam. That's pretty amazing. Successfully extricated a snail from its little hidey hole. Yeah, they're firm. Very firm.
They're definitely chewier, but they have good flavor. And the sauce is
But
awesome.
delicious. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just like in Vietnam, you get a little banh mi bread to go with your sauce. And this sauce is fantastic because it has little bits of coconut and pineapple in it. So there's this tropical kind of sweetness thing going on with it. And the bread dipped in there is just amazing. So it's going to take a minute or two to get to, but this is we got the duck noodle soup with bamboo shoots. So there's the soup with noodles, and then the duck is a thing on the side right there, and there's our little authentic, well, actually it tastes a little different, the banh mi bread here than it does in Vietnam. But it's really a great thing to get on the side, just a plain bit of bread to dip in this amazing sauce.
So Rob just mentioned the sauce, and while it does have chilies in it, and there's a bit of heat at the back of the throat, if you're not a huge chili person, this is not screamingly hot. My tongue's not on fire. It's just I got a bit of warmth in the back of my throat, so you might want to order it anyway.
Yeah, like a lot of Vietnamese food, the seasoning is done at the table for a lot of the stuff. Like you can add as much chili as you want, because sometimes the things, even when they have chili advertised in them, are fairly mild. So it's not like Thai food. So these snails are really interesting. They're very firm, a lot less gooey or jelly-like than some of the smaller varieties. But I've never had these before. So once again, go out of your comfort zone. This is really worthwhile to get. But it has almost a crunchiness like an abalone or something when you bite down. So good. Okay, Laurel's going to dish out and try a little bit of this duck noodle soup with bamboo shoots.
It's very flavorful. It's very bamboo shooty. If you don't like bamboo shoots, this is not your soup.
I like them. So.
Yeah, no, it's got lots of flavor. It's herbal and bamboo-y and quite nice, and I'm looking forward to having the duck with it.
Yeah.
I think this is a dip for the duck.
Yes.
Should I put lemon on the
Yes,
on the
go
duck
nuts.
or in the soup?
A little bit of both. There we go. That should do it. It's quite different from a Chinese barbecue duck. It doesn't have that glaze and the 5 spice kind of thing on the outside of it. So this will be an interesting one.
Yeah. And this may be the one we saw in Vietnam, that there were some ducks that had the yellow skin. So I don't know if this is a duck that has the yellow skin or if it's been cooked in something so that it has yellow skin.
I think it's just yellow skin. It's going in.
It's
Just ducky?
It's very ducky, which is exactly what it should be. Yeah, that's really nice.
Wow. Duck noodle soup has a lovely, really nice clear broth, and the bamboo shoots are very fresh, very flavorful, delicious. So I'm gonna try some of this fresh chili paste.
I think there might be some funk in there.
Yeah? Funk is good. Oh yeah. A really amazing homemade chili sauce. Wow. Check out some of this duck. Very nice looking pieces of duck.
There's a dip if you like.
Oh yeah. Forgot about the dip. Oh, that's nice. Well, at the risk of being almost manic, this has been one of the most satisfying Vietnamese meals we've had in Vancouver for me, just because it's unusual. Yeah, I love going out for pho, but this is on a different level. How are you doing, Laura?
I'm doing well. I'm getting very full.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a bit more of this soup. Which I like the herbal aspect, but like Thai food, those of you out there who maybe are more familiar with that, there are going to be bits of lemongrass or lime leaf or something in here that you go to chew on, and it doesn't, they're too fibrous.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to eat them,
It's aromatics.
so you can pick them out and put them on the bottom dish or the side dish or whatever, and just get them out of your way. You don't need to keep chewing on them and trying to swallow them. That's not what they're there for. So the one thing Rob and I were just talking about is when we were in Vietnam, if you got a bowl of almost any kind of noodle soup, maybe not every kind, but almost every kind, you would also get a plate of herbs and leaves of lettuce and mustard and herbs you've never heard of.
And sawtooth
And
herb.
yeah, just amazing, fish mint and on and on and on, to doctor your soup with, so that you always have fresh greens. And if you followed our channel at all, you know that I will regularly comment, where are the vegetables? Because quite often when we go out to eat restaurants, at home, I think people pay more attention to vegetables, but people think that I'm not out paying to get vegetables or something like that. But to me, a meal isn't a meal if you don't have your veggies, and this meal doesn't have it. So.
That's great. Could we get that wrapped up to take home? So much food.
Yeah.
That was so fantastic. So
Yes,
fabulous.
that's very filling.
Yeah. You like that one next time you like you
Try the other one,
Yeah.
number one,
Yeah,
the
number
cheese.
cheese and milk and cream cheese and
Interesting.
egg.
Interesting.
Very unusual.
Very different.
Yeah,
I
it
know,
was
we saw that.
orange, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those girls could eat.
Nothing in the plate.
Little teeny girls in there.
Nothing in the plate. You take the wet
Yeah.
crab sauce, loading the sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce very good.
Thank you. Bye bye. Really good.
Thank you.
Pretty flowers and everything.
Yeah, it's nice.
This looks really nice,
Yeah,
you know?
it's just a really nice place. Now the harsh criticism comes at the end of the meal while we're outside.
I'm full. We have leftovers. No, I thought they were talking to us. They're not. We have leftovers. We're full. Lovely people. The food was good. Didn't exactly feel like Vietnam, probably because we weren't sweating and dying in the heat.
Yeah.
But it was lovely.
And we could walk on the sidewalks without having to look
yes.
down at our feet, which
That's
is really
true. That's true.
Those of you who have been know what we're talking about. But really recommend the place. It's a lovely place for some real, I would call that quite authentic
Northern
style.
Vietnamese food, and so not as they have some of the things that you might be familiar with from other Vietnamese restaurants, but they also have the stuff that's a little more out there, and we like that.
Yeah. So until next time, what do we say?
Like, subscribe, comment,
All that stuff.
and thank you.
We'll see you next time.